Welcome to the EMT Spot's Blood Pressure Podcast. I'm Samuel Harrison, and with me today is the incredible Olivia Harper. We're going to be diving into something kind of surprising about heart attacks.
Yeah, ready to jump in?
All right, so you'd think that, like with a heart attack, blood pressure would go through the roof, right? Like
Yeah.
that being a surefire sign.
Yeah, you'd think, but actually it's not that straightforward.
Really?
Yeah, blood pressure during a heart attack, it can actually go up, it can go down, or even stay totally normal.
Whoa. Okay, that's not what I was expecting at all.
Yeah.
So what gives? Like, why the roller coaster ride with blood pressure? What's going on in the body?
So imagine this, your heart's in trouble, right? And then your body's like, emergency, time to kick into fight or flight. So adrenaline starts pumping and your sympathetic nervous system, which is like your body's gas pedal, basically just slams down and boom, your blood pressure might shoot way up.
So it's like,
Exactly. But here's the thing. Sometimes the heart is so damaged that it can't handle that surge of pressure. And what happens? The blood pressure plummets instead.
oh, wow. So it's like even though you're pushing the gas pedal down, the engine's just not strong enough to keep up.
Perfect analogy. Now, what about when blood pressure just stays normal during a heart attack? Those are what we call silent heart attacks, and they're super dangerous because they're easy to miss.
Yeah, no blaring sirens, nothing.
Exactly. No big changes in blood pressure, and even the other symptoms can be really subtle, so they get ignored. It's like a thief breaking in without setting off the alarm.
That's a scary thought.
Mm.
So if blood pressure isn't reliable,
Mhm.
what signs should we be looking out for if we think someone's having a heart attack?
Okay, great question. Obviously, chest pain, that's a classic sign. But you got to remember, it's not always there. What you really want to be on the lookout for is shortness of breath, sweating, nausea, any discomfort in the upper body. And I don't just mean the chest, could be the arms, back, shoulders, even jaw pain could be a sign. And then also look out for things like swelling in the legs, feeling anxious or lightheaded, and any changes to your heartbeat, like if it's suddenly racing or skipping beats or feels irregular.
So basically, our bodies are trying to tell us something's wrong in a bunch of different ways.
Exactly. And it's up to us to listen and take those signals seriously.
So let's talk about prevention, because it sounds like heart attacks can really sneak up on you. What are some ways we can protect ourselves?
Imagine building a fortress around your heart. The stronger the foundation, the better it can withstand any attack.
Okay, I'm liking this fortress analogy.
All
What are the building blocks?
right, well, first up, you got to have a solid diet.
Oh.
I'm not talking about crazy restrictions. I'm talking about giving your heart the fuel it needs to thrive.
So ditching the junk food, loading up on fruits and veggies, things like that.
Exactly. You're swapping out those flimsy materials for reinforced concrete. Next, you got to have a good security system, and in this case, that's regular exercise. Aim for at least 30 minutes most days of the week. Anything that gets your heart pumping and that you actually enjoy.
So finding something you love, whether it's dancing, swimming, hiking, even just going for a brisk walk with a friend.
Yes, movement is key. And just like with any fortress, you got to get rid of anything that might weaken it. So that means kicking those bad habits to the curb, like smoking and cutting back on alcohol.
It's like defusing a time bomb before it goes off.
Exactly. And you also got to protect your fortress from constant attacks, and in this case, those attacks are stress. So finding healthy ways to manage stress is super important, whether that's meditation, yoga, spending time in nature, anything that helps you unwind and recharge.
It's all about building up those defenses.
And last but not least, just like any fortress, even the strongest ones need regular inspections. So make sure you're seeing your doctor for those regular checkups.
Especially with those silent heart attacks we were talking about. You might not even realize your fortress is under attack.
Exactly. Early detection is everything. It's like having a top-notch surveillance system keeping an eye on things.
I love the fortress analogy. So even though blood pressure might not always be a clear sign of a heart attack, there's still a lot we can do to protect ourselves. What else did we learn?
Well, one thing that I found really interesting was how much the nervous system is involved with blood pressure. It's like this whole intricate dance between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems.
Yeah, we talked about the sympathetic nervous system being kind of like the gas pedal, right? Revving everything up in fight or flight mode. What about the parasympathetic nervous system? What's its role in all of this?
So think of the parasympathetic nervous system like the brakes. It's all about chilling out, bringing the body back down to a calm state, that rest and digest mode.
Yeah.
And here's the wild part. Sometimes during a heart attack, the parasympathetic system can go into overdrive and cause a drop in blood pressure.
Whoa, so it's like this tug of war happening inside, right? With one system trying to pump things up and the other trying to bring it all back down.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why you can't just focus on blood pressure alone. Heart attacks, they can show up in so many different ways.
Yeah, it's like a whole puzzle, and blood pressure is just one piece.
Exactly. And it just shows how important it is to get medical help right away if you even think you or someone around you might be having a heart attack.
Don't even hesitate, just call 911.
Totally agree. It's way better to be safe than sorry. When it comes to heart attacks, time is crucial.
Yeah, the sooner you get help, the better your chances are of being okay.
Hmm.
One thing that really stood out to me was how much even small changes to your lifestyle can impact your heart health. Like the study showed how important it is to eat healthy exercise, regularly quit smoking, manage stress.
Yeah.
It makes you realize that you actually have a lot of control over your heart health.
Absolutely. It's not all just genetics or things you can't change. You really can make a difference with the choices you make every day.
Like choosing a salad over fries, or taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or finding ways to de-stress. It all adds up.
For sure. And it's not just about your heart either. A healthy lifestyle gives you more energy, makes you feel happier, and just improves your overall well-being.
Yeah, you just feel better all around. And it's never too late to start making those changes. Whether you're in your 20s or your 80s, taking steps towards a healthier lifestyle is always a good idea.
Totally agree. And even if you've already had a heart attack, making these changes can make a huge difference in lowering your risk of having another one.
So it's about prevention and recovery. A healthy lifestyle helps with both.
Exactly. It's about making changes that you can stick with for the long run.
It's not about going to extremes or depriving yourself. It's about finding that balance that works for you and makes you feel good.
Yes. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Talk to your doctor, join a support group, find a workout buddy. There are so many resources out there to help you on your journey to a healthier heart. That's so true. You don't have to do this alone. There's a whole community of people out there who are trying to improve their health, and they're there to support you.
And remember, even small changes can make a big impact. Don't underestimate the power of those first few steps.
It's like they say, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Yeah, exactly. So take that first step today and keep going on your path to a healthier heart. One thing we really dug into was the importance of knowing your own blood pressure numbers.
Oh yeah, for sure. What's considered normal can be different for different people. So you got to know your baseline and know what kind of changes might be a red flag for you.
Absolutely. Don't just rely on those general guidelines. Talk to your doctor about what's healthy for you, specifically based on your age, your family history, and your overall health.
So it's about being proactive and informed, not just blindly following the same advice for everyone.
Exactly. And if you notice any major changes in your blood pressure, whether it goes way up or way down, call your doctor right away.
Always better to be safe than sorry. Early detection and intervention can be so important. You got it. This whole deep dive has been about giving you the knowledge you need to understand blood pressure and heart health.
It's been a real eye-opener for me. We learned that blood pressure during a heart attack can be super unpredictable, that there are tons of warning signs to look out for, and that we can actually do a lot to protect our hearts with healthy choices.
What I find so fascinating is how connected everything is. Our diet, our exercise habits, how much stress we have, even our nervous system, it all plays a role in our cardiovascular health.
It's a great reminder that our bodies are these amazing, complex systems, and the more we understand them, the better we can take care of ourselves. This deep dive has just made me even more curious to keep learning.
That's what's so great about knowledge. It opens up new doors and helps us make smarter choices. So we've covered a lot today. What would you say is the most important thing you want our listeners to take away from this?
You know, for me, the biggest thing is that we really can take control of our heart health. It's about understanding blood pressure, knowing the warning signs, and making those healthy choices. It can really make a difference.
Yeah, totally. And you don't have to become a doctor or anything. Just start small, learn as much as you can, and talk to your doctor. It all helps.
Exactly. Be your own advocate. Ask questions, get informed, and make those choices for yourself. This deep dive's given us a lot to think about.
I agree. It's been awesome talking about this with you.
Likewise. And to everyone listening, thank you so much for joining us on this journey into the world of blood pressure and heart health.
We hope you learned a lot and maybe had a little fun along the way.
If you did, be sure to subscribe to the EMT Blood Pressure Podcast. Like this episode, leave a comment, and share it with your friends and family.
Let's get the word out and help everyone take care of their hearts.
I'm Samuel Harrison.
And Olivia Harper.
Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay heart healthy.